Hello everyone, this is Peter and welcome back to another episode of News Plus brought you from Plus Agency. News Plus is a channel that's going to summarize what has happened in Sydney market in the past 7 days, plus some rankings and data and supporting document to prove what the market is look like. If you're interested in this type of content, please make sure to subscribe our channel and forward this video to the people next to you who also need information like this. Plus Agency is a boutique agency. We're located in 418 Victoria Avenue, Chatswood. We have established in a short amount of time but already achieved the Australian record prices for the most expensive retail sold per dollar per square meter wise, and also many records in the upper and lower North Shore area. If you want to get a good deal in this market, please make sure you contact us through plusagency.com.au or simply pay us a visit at the display. We're more than happy to talk to you and see what we can do to help you at your property services. With no further ado, let's get this week's News Plus started. First news, Homes Behind's house sells for $1.6 million in a massive turnout. A renovated house in Homes Behind is sold for $362,000 above reserve, in a result that knocked the socks off the young family selling it. The 3-bedroom house at 35A Montview Parade attracted massive 23 registered bidders, despite auction turnout in Sydney trending downwards in recent months. 6 bidders fought for the property before a young family from Golden won the key for $1.662 million. Selling agent Dominic from River Upper North Shore said they were on the market when bidder opens at $1.3 million reserve. The result was significantly above expectation. It was only about 437 square meter, which is a bit smaller than the average block size for the area, but the renovation people into the gear and leverage it up to the price point. This is a very happy result for the vendor Lachlan and Kathy Pappas with Keith Lewis and Romeo. The buyer who actually win the bid in the end almost burst in tears and being so happy that they finally have a home they can occupy to. The place was really classic, renovated, beautiful timber floor, large fridge spaces, very French European style kitchen. On the single level was beautiful landscaping that was being done. 23 registered bidders is absolutely crazy. There was also several other standout results across Sydney. One of them was at 21/43 Linfield Avenue in Linfield, which is 3-bedroom apartment sold for $2.79 million, a massive $390,000 up over the reserve prices. This is done by also River Upper North Shore, and saying the vendor was very pleased with the result. A 2-bedroom house with original carpet in Campramata has sold just above reserve for $1.255 million as well. So it looks like the auction is really taking off across the board, and then the people are getting more than what they expected, meaning the market is still strong as we speak of today. Next one is Kevin, a chef marketing officer, Zech, 31 years old, buys a Bondi house for $5.7 million. Zech, the 31-year-old marketing whiz, a leading graphic design giant, Kevin, pounced on a Bondi house 5 days after passing at the auction, paying $5.7 million. The guy was known to have been renting in Bondi, grew up in the Illawarra, and got his big break at the age of 22 with 1-day contract at Kevin 9 years ago. I was out of work and really interested in landing a job at a startup like Keva. He told the ABC last September. The 5-bedroom grand scale semi in Miller Street has gone under hammer last month, with Sydney slide buyers agent Stephen Smith making the last bid of $5.6 million, and now it has been sold for more than what the auction result actually is. And it looks like it is happening in the market not as a singularity event but as a common thing now. The place is beautiful with a big courtyard. It's only about 370 square meter block. However, with the beautiful kitchen and renovation being done to it, this is a very efficient used and also very comfortable living. Alright, Canberra house sells for $730,000 more than the agent expected. nicely. A renovated Californian bungalow in Canberra has sold for $730,000 above expectation after two families fought hard to call the tightly held property home. This was sold by Chris from the Australian auctions, kick-off proceeding at $3.1 million, with 3 out of 4 registered bidders taking part, become an all-out war between the two of the parties after bidding hit $3.8 million, each upping the prices $1,000 increment until it dropped about 40 minutes later. This is definitely an ongoing auction campaign. The final scale price for 7 Stanford Avenue was $4.338 million, well above the reserve price, which is about $3.8 million. Selling agent was very happy about the result and was blown away. Pre-auction campaign, the offer was only brought close to about 3.5 million. I was thinking it would go around 3.5, maybe 3.6 mark, that would negotiate to 3.7. However, they don't need to do the negotiation. The auctioneer bring it up to $4 million above. It was absolutely amazing result for Canberra. New property listing surge across Sydney and regional New South Wales in February 2022. Sydney's property market is in full swing, with the traditionally busy autumn selling period set to even be busier, following the fastest start of the year for new listings in capital cities since 2014. REA Group's March 2022 Prop Track listing report, which analyzed data from realestate.com.au, reviewed in February new listings in Sydney surged 37.3% month on month, which is 13.2% higher than a year ago. The biggest month-on-month increases for new listings were Berkeley Vale 146%, Lincoln 122%, Kingsville 121%, Tamworth 120%, and Rouse Hill 114%. Total listings are also up in Sydney at about 25.2% month to month and 10.9% year on year. Similar story, regional New South Wales has been seeing a 32.4% month to month jump in new listings, which are up to 12.2% on the time last year. Total number of listings in regional New South Wales is up 14.3% on January, but remains down 18.3% compared to the time last year. So there's a lot of numbers taken, and it seems that the market has got a lot more property to offer. However, you still see really good properties still selling at exceptional prices, like what just happened in Canberra or Hornsby Heights. At the end of the day, I think we're going back to a market where it's not just about the property itself, it's about how you do it, what agent you choose, what strategy you have, what results you get. So hopefully we can see more big prices coming up, and it doesn't seem like the Sydney market prices has been slowing down. Even though I had recorded the first time drop in 17 months, it still looks like a very strong. Second last news of the week, what is the most wanted Sydney suburbs right now according to realestate.com.au data? The pressure on housing affordability and likelihood of rising interest rates has forced Sydney buyers to look further from traditional hotspots in order to secure lifestyle property. A new realestate.com.au report reveals that the 10 suburbs most in demand from highly engaged buyers leading into autumn, and there were some unfamiliar names on the list, many of which was recording 100 times more online engagement from buyers than the national average. Blaxland in Blue Mountains topped the list at the top 10 suburbs for online with 144 buyers per listing. That's very much. Wollongong provide average on the rise with suburb Cornwall, Fig Tree, Anura at next to the most popular. Beaverton on Sydney North Shore was the 5th, 122 buyers per list, with Beacon Hill 107, Point Pepper 105, Avocado Beach 105, Hunters Hill 104, and Fairlight 103 round out the top 10. Suburbs are likely to experience strong demand and value growth over the next 3 months, despite Sydney booming of nearly 2 years finally running out of steam. But these areas still have a highly engaged buyer, and people are looking for properties in particular those areas. So if you are in Lower North Shore, you're in the regional, or you're in the eastern suburb, these areas are still attracting quite a bit of buyers to extent. Lifestyle is important, availability are also important, and both matters as considerations for Sydney buyers, leading to the result like this. And we'll see what is the next suburb that has really good attractions, and I hope that people can buy into these suburbs, and whatever you own are in those areas where a lot of people are looking at. Alright, last news of the week, Luna Park's new rides blamed for Melson's Point unit trading $200,000 less than 2 years ago. 9 new rides at Luna Park are being blamed for Melson Point units selling for $200,000 less than sale prices 2 years ago. This luxury 3-bedroom apartment at 38/6 Cliff Street, less than 100 meters from the edge of the fairground, had a guide at $8 million, just sold for $7.8 million. Last traded in August 2020 for $8 million. The agent of Daejeon's Neutral Bay said 3 buyers were interested in the expensive apartment with amazing views in the Caville, in the heart of Melson Point. As you can see, it does have beautiful water views. However, because it's being too close to the new rides, so people are actually not paying different prices now. So $8 million back in 2020 and $7.8 million in 2022 is not a good result, but $7.8 million for a 3-bedroom in Melson's Point with a rent between $2,500 to $3,000 a week is still not a bad deal. Talking about the ride affecting prices in Melson's Point, Plus Agency is proud to present you this exclusive listing that's located in Upper Luna, building at number 30 Alpha Street, Melson's Point, which does not have any interference by Luna Park. The new rise is facing onto the park. You had a beautiful view and nice interior as well. This is a 2-bedroom plus study room as well, with a beautiful ensuite with 2 sinks and a beautiful study area with soft closing drawers, lights all embraced in. This is something that not to be missed out. We have sold quite a few of this floor plan already. Pretty much this is the second last that's still remaining. If you are interested in Melson's Point, doesn't like the interference of Luna Park, still want something facing the park, see the water, walking distance train station, brand new, this is it. This is the property you should get. And if your budget is around mid-2 to about 3, then we can get you something with water views in the building as well. So let's just see how we can get this one be your nice home. Please make sure you inquire with Joe, San, and Stephanie Wong from Plus Agency. Alright, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in to News Plus. This is Peter Lee. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.